Hi everybody, welcome to a special bite-sized thumb together. My name is Andrew Fantasia. As always, if you enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and give some love to that subscribe button as well. Today I just want to talk quickly about a book that just came out recently, at least in North America, and I wanted to show you guys this book because it is a lot of sexy fun. Now, like most people who enjoy using their thumbs to make fake robots on their TV screen move around and attack things, I am a fan of The Legend of Zelda. That's just a series that, you can't go wrong. I mean, who on YouTube is not a fan of The Legend of Zelda at this point? That's the real question here. The question that nobody's asking. There's Zelda stuff just all over the place here. I mean, as you can see, it's clearly a big deal. I'm all up in the Zelda grill here. And these are just the games that I had, on hand in the room. The rest I don't know where they are right now. But you get the idea. Zelda's cool. And the main event today involves all of that coolness wrapped up in one neat little package. And I'm talking, of course, about the Zelda Encyclopedia. Now this, like I said, this has been out in Japan for ever. I mean, Japan got it early because it's Japanese. Makes sense to me. But we just got it in North America a couple of weeks ago, just around back in June. And I haven't finished it yet. And originally I didn't want to make a video till I was finished with it, but I wanted to put something out now and sort of tell you guys about it. And if this is something that you'd be interested in purchasing, hopefully this video will, sway that vote for you and make you a little bit more liberal with your wallet. Because I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is a must if you're a fan of the series. Like, this is the best book that's ever been put out about Zelda, bar none. So let's take a look at what's inside. Now, even if this was not a beautiful full-color book, which it is, it still contains a lot of really cool and interesting information about the series, stuff that I didn't know yet, and I've been playing these games since I was a wee pup. Chapter 1 is called Historical Records. This one lays out the history of the land of Hyrule and all of its main characters, including some nice shiny info on the Triforce right there. Booyah. It also talks about sort of the politics of the Kingdom of Hyrule, how it came to power, how it lost power depending on what timeline you're following, and it really does tap deep into the whole triple timeline thing. So if you're one of those people who really digs debating the split timeline theories of Zelda, this book answers a lot of those questions for you. It shows you the geography and the nature of Hyrule, as well as different maps of Hyrule and how it looked across different time periods, which is always really cool. They even sort of match up some maps with others to show you how similar Hyrule can be, even across different games. And look at this. This is how detailed this book gets. It talks about the animals that live in Hyrule, the chickens, the dogs, the birds. It talks about them all and gives you just a little blurb of information on them. I mean, nobody asked for that. That's not necessary, but that is damn cool. Hyrule Castle gets its own mini section. I mean, that castle has showed up in almost every game, so it's nice to see it and to see how it's been changing over the years. And there are beautiful illustrations of all the different kinds of equipment and weapons you can get in the game, like these bombs here. Even rupees, the money that you earn across every Zelda game, has its own little section where it tells you what they're all worth depending on the game, how many rupees you can store per game depending what wallets you have. I mean, the detail is just friggin' incredible. Chapter 2 is called The Database. This is where it zooms in even more on the little things. If Chapter 1 just talked about things in broad strokes, this really covers the nitty-gritty. A very lengthy section on every item that has ever appeared in every Zelda game, what they do, and how you can obtain them. It even shows you these little thumbnails so you can compare how the item has changed aesthetically from game to game. Once that's done, guess what? They do the same thing with every single enemy. I'm telling you, you open this book and you will get lost in it. Between all the items and enemies, you get tidbits of information on every single village, town, or dungeon in the whole series. The third and final chapter is just called Archives. Now this one I haven't dived too deep into yet, but from the looks of things, it covers details on the plot and characters for each specific game. So this one covers it game to game, whereas everything else talked about sort of the whole series in general. What I love about this is that the little blurbs and pictures are pulled straight out of the original instruction manuals. They give you maps of the entire overworld, including production notes by the level designers. You even get these complex branching trees that just show you character relationships. That's insane. And it does all of this for every single game. Finally, it's capped off by a lengthy and very informative interview with series producer Eiji Aonuma. Now, I didn't even show you like 1% of what's in here. There is a lot of cool stuff packed within these two covers. Hopefully, this can help you make an informed decision of whether or not you want to pick up this book. If you like Zelda, man, this is worth it 100%. Now, I cheaped out because I'm cheap, and I got the regular edition, which was about 40 bucks Canadian, mind you. And it's just this regular blue edition. But they also have a deluxe edition, which is about $80. And the deluxe edition is all gold, shaped like the NES cartridge of the first game. And it even comes in a little like vinyl plastic sleeve like the old carts used to do. And it comes with a little instruction manual as well. Like, it looks like you just bought the original Legend of Zelda game, but this big. And I was going to go for it. Originally, I was going to pony it, but I was like, nah, you know what? That's $40 extra for just gold. I'm fine with this. This is what's inside is what counts, and it's the same thing on the inside. So I picked up the cheap version, but if you want to fork out the extra pennies and get the gold one, I'm not going to stop you. I mean, it looks sexy. And apparently, in October, they're also coming out with one for the Super Mario Brothers series. So I'll have a video up for that. If I ever get around to getting that one, I probably will. But that is just this little mini thumb together about the Zelda Encyclopedia. I've waited my whole life to read a book like this, and it was worth the wait. It's fantastic. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. I'll see you here next time. Until then, adios.